Hi YouTube, how are we doing? Right, share for today is a sample which was sent up a long time ago by Scott Newman of Løthur Calm, which I've got loaded into my, some of it loaded into my Pereira Shavery bowl. So we'll give that a little bit of a bloom. It's quite a soft soap, It's more on the crope. It's certainly not a hard soap, it's more on the crope style of things. And it's been out for ages, but try and get some of the sample used up. So we'll give that a bloom. The brush, which is also soaking, is a Maseto 24mm Badger. It's basically a chubby 2 sort of size brush. Decent brushes for money. I'm not sure if the retailer is still selling brushes, but we'll go from there. The razor, I'm not really into clones. I leave a lot of the Chinese stuff to Kevy and everybody else. However, I saw one recently which piqued my attention a little bit. So, because of the Buy Me Coffee subscriptions, to those of you who have contributed to that, thank you very much. Today we're using this, which is a clone of 4 razors. 4 razors, Martin. Yeah, 4 razors. Because it comes with 2 top caps. So, it's the DS Cosmetics V92. The V92 dictates the blade gap. There's also the V95. Why would make 2 with such similar blade gaps is beyond me. So what's it a clone of? Many razors. The handle is a carve, or a take on a carve. The handle from a carve razor. The base plate, it's all CNC machined in solid brass. The base plate is a take on razor rock, I believe anyway. And you get 2 top caps. The handle is 79 grams. You get a Henson style top cap, which as you can see they call it a parallel top cap, because it holds the shaving angle, which is 37 grams off the top of my head. And then you get a timeless top cap. So in its timeless configuration, which works very well, because I've just head shaved with it, and it's good. That's what it looks like, is the timeless setup. But we're not going to use that today, we'll use that in the next video. Today I'm going to use the Henson setup, so that's what it looks like in the timeless, but we're not going to use it. A bit like Bullseye. This is what you could have won. I mean, you live in the council estate, it's a speedboat. We're going to use the Henson setup. So in the Henson setup, that's what it looks like. So it's 0.92 neutral exposure, or blade exposure. It's pretty mild, but it's very efficient. The head shaver is actually really good with a timeless cap. So one last thing, I suppose, blade. Gillette Nacet stainless, French, on its 3rd use. These are the new old stock blades from the 80s, made in France. Very good blades, a huge amount of glue on them. He says trying to get the wrapper open. And that's what the blade looks like. There you go, made in France. So the top cap on both top caps have the same bars for the blade to go on. I've had no issues at all. There is no blade overhang. as the base plate on. Little washer, and there you go. That's what we're going to be using today. DS Cosmetics V92. It's brass, it's nice and shiny, it looks lovely. We've got the Løthur Calm in the Pereira Shavery bowl, which is nice. It's ABS plastic. Again, it's been copied by the Chinese. So it's got a brush holder and a handle, and it's a good size. The brush is Chinese. Yeah, I'm just trying to work out what we're going to use afterwards. Are we going to use a clone aftershave? Or we're going to use an original one? Don't know, we'll see. Calm is lavender and eucalyptus. It's one of the original Løthur scents that came out. That got hyped to hell. I remember the soap base, no issues with it. Pretty good soap base. As you can see, I'm not loading the brush. Well, I am, because I'm not looking at adding any more water at the moment. I'm just trying to make sure we get all the soap. As you can see, it quickly forms a decent lather. And before we go any further, quick vape. So yeah, I'm never really been a big fan of the Chinese clones. I'd rather support the razor makers if possible, but obviously I understand for price and cost that's not always achievable. Well, the last razor I had was just short of £200. The Titan, that was on loan. Would I buy it? No, I wouldn't. It's nice to have a loan of it, nice to have a go with it. I'd like to try the stainless steel version of it, but for me it didn't really work out. I've got better razors than that. This worked out about £45, so I don't know what it'll work out. I suppose it depends on which AliExpress you use. It might work out the same sort of price in euros or dollars. $60, 60 euros. So here we are, Løthur Calm. I'm going to show another teaspoon of water into the bowl. For when we come back to it. 9.5 minutes and the razor's going to the face. Sorry. It is what it is. Right. DS Cosmetics V92 with a parallel top cap. So it basically sets the shaving angle at 30 degrees, as in the Henson, which I've never tried to compare, so I can't compare the two of them. We've got 3 days growth. went about 6 from the head, and it coped with the head shave immaculately. So because of the neutral blade exposure, it's efficient, but it's not aggressive. You can't actually feel the blade in it. I think the specs on the website are blade exposure 0 to 0.01 millimeters, depending on blade. Anybody else got this razor? I know a few people are big fans of buying the clones from China. As I say, I like to support the makers where possible, but I understand why people do it. It was the same with vaping many years ago. There was clones coming out of tanks and different things. But if you don't support the people that make them, they've got nothing to clone. Does that make sense? If the cloners have got nothing to copy, they aren't clever enough to make their own ideas, designs. As far as first passes go, that's spot on. There's plenty of slickness on the skin, and we're just incorporating that is a teaspoon of water into the soap remnants in the bowl. Yeah. Don't be scared to give your soaps a drink. In the day, you're relying on the lubrication of the soap, which is made by water, between your skin and the blade. It starts dropping off the brush like this. Personally, I would say you've got a well hydrated lather. So there is a handle, there's plenty of grip, it isn't very deep, cross hatches, but there's plenty of grip on it. Shaving angle is very intuitive, the head sets itself, there's no suction to the skin that you get with some angled razors. There's a good heft to it. If we say the base plate's the same weight as the top cap, so at 80, 37, 37, 70, 74, 160 grams roughly of brass. 5 ounces, 6 ounces. Oh, if I remember, when I do the face wash, I'll weigh it as a complete razor. No more water, just what's in the bowl. Hopefully we've got it all out of the dimples and the recesses in the bottom. There's a little bit of audio feedback, but not much. But you can't really feel the blade in it. These razor specs sit in my wheelhouse with the neutral blade exposure. The blade gap becomes almost irrelevant. Just the normal dog collar pickups. Who said blokes can't multitask, eh? So there we have it, folks, we are done. There's plenty of thickness on that skin from the soap. Also, the soap base is pretty good, I like them. I don't own any, but I like them. So I'm going to scrape this lot out, have a face wash, get everything cleaned up, go away the razor, so I can tell you what it weighs in grams and ounces. It can't be that for service, can you? And we'll see in a minute. If you don't face wash with the soap, you're missing out. Really, it's worthwhile giving a go. Such a good method. You get all the benefits of it. Skin feels really nice. Just with the soap left on while I've got everything cleaned up, so it's 5 minutes. Been off and with the razor. And post shave, not a clone. We're going to Rhode Island today with After the Shave Balm, Rhode Island Soapworks. I think it's still available, I'm not sure. It's basically a shea butter balm. So it's pretty solid until it gets warm through, but it's quite good. It's very, very moisturising with it being shea butter. So under the hands, warm it through. It is very moisturising. But we'll soon cut through that with a bit of alcohol. Just let it soak in and do its stuff. see, it's like a wax shea butter. It just sits on your skin, but it's very good on the skin for this time of year when it's cold and horrible. I did have witch shears I looked out, but I'm not going to bother with that. Don't need it. Right, a quick recap of what we used today before we go on to the aftershave or the perfume. The soap was a sample of Løthur Calm sent by Scott Newman. Cheers Scott, thanks mate. Which was lathered up in a Pereira Shavery shaving bowl and lathered with a Maseto 24mm super high density badger knot. No issues at all with the soap. The blade, we'll get that out of the way first. It was a Gillette Nacet stainless from France on its third use. And the razor was the DS Cosmetics V92 with a parallel cap. There you go, you can see it's basically a clone Henson top cap, razor rock base plate, carve handle. It's a bastard son of 3 razors, but it also comes with a 4th top cap, which you'll see in the next shave, which is the timeless top cap, or timeless style top cap. We just whacked some aftershave balm on there, and we're going for another clone. We're going for Aneeq Rouge. This is an Arabic clone, not a Chinese clone, but the presentation is spot on. There's the bottle in the box. If you hadn't guessed it, this is a clone of Rouge 540, Baccarat Rouge 540. It's eau de parfum. It stings when it goes in your eye. Around about £25. You can get it for that if you look around every so often. It comes up on offer, and it's a very good EDP for the money and their take on Rouge 540. That's it folks, we're done with the bastard son of many razor. A very good shave, very good shave. On the weight, 118 grams on my kitchen scales in that configuration there, which is 4¼ ounces. It feels heavier, but very solid. No issues at all with this clone anyway. I say £45 it cost me. I don't know what it is in your AliExpress. Go and have a look. DS Cosmetics V92, and there is the V95, which is the same price. It's on the same listing. There we go. We are done. Any questions, comments or anything else? Leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.